What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, retoptionagency.com, urban-picker.com. 24 years selling full-time on eBay. And boom, we are Thursday. So we're going to go over the numbers for yesterday. I think I got some notes here somewhere. But first I want to say, because there are more and more people who don't watch my content, but they're believing lies that someone magically created on their channel. No, there is no $160,000 in debt. No, sadly, no. If you watch my videos, you know how that story goes. You know that there was $160,000 in debt, and you know how it got eliminated. And it's through reselling. So if you watch my content and you listen to my videos, you would know the whole story. So remember, you are the company you keep. So if you keep company of liars and manipulators, I'm just saying you are the company you keep. So just bear that in mind. You can check my last video, and you can check out more details on the company you keep, and you can watch my channel to know who I am, because I don't hide nothing. I put everything out there, so I have nothing to hide, unlike others. So I'm just telling you that. And actually, not only are we not in debt because of investments in stock market, we are actually officially this year, within the last 2 weeks, technically millionaires. Of course, the majority of it is in retirement funds, or funds put back for retirement. So technically retirement funds. So yeah, so no, there's no $160,000 in debt. So people like to spend stuff in their favor to make them look better, and narcissism is an ugly thing, and they'll do anything to put themselves on that perch, right? Make it about them, fill their ego and stuff like that. So yeah, be careful out there. I'm just saying. You are the company you keep. I haven't watched the video. I don't need to watch the video because I know how he operates. I have looked at the comments, just not even really read them. I just, who's making what comments is pretty much what I kind of look at. So there was a couple of disappointments there for me. People who used to watch my channel who I thought were kind of a friend, and and they're falling for what he's saying. They're believing what is coming out of his mouth, and that's a choice you make, right? So when you don't know the truth and the whole story because you're not paying attention, and you just follow one person's deception, or whatever you want to call it, he's just trying to take advantage of the reselling community. That's all. You can check out my last video, like I said. So make sure you do. Dig deep yourself. I put all the links and everything there so you can dig deep yourself. So there's a lot more going on than what you think. And he's going to, he ain't there to be your friend. But you keep thinking that. All right, let's get into yesterday. So yesterday. Notes. 10:45 a.m. started getting something went wrong. That went on for a little bit and kind of stopped. And then at 1:30 p.m. it started. I couldn't accept offers, so offers wouldn't come through, or wouldn't. It just aired out. So, but that didn't last very long. So that's at least a good thing. That's the only 2 notes I have. We're at 9:30 this morning. We're at $115 on the clothing store and only $38 on the media store. And you're going to see why the media store is starting low today. The way patterns eBay is with their pattern lately, up down type of thing. So listed yesterday, 206 items. Oh yeah, I've got this on the wrong setting, don't I? 206 items. So you might not see this well today. So that's run listed of 603 items for the week. Sold yesterday 62 items in the media store. We're back down to 8 items in the clothing store. So clothing store yesterday, again, showing signs of what the hell's going on. When you go from 45 to 11 to 8 and 8 the day before the 45, what happened on that 45 day to give me that great pop in sales? Was it working right, or was that a glitch? Right? So that should be the way eBay works. But unfortunately, not in 2025 or 2024 or 2023 or 2022. So run sold yesterday was 70 items sold yesterday was 70 items. The run sold for the week 321. So the only way we're going to hit the goal is if we have days like yesterday, today, and Friday. So that was $926 in the media store yesterday, and only $144 in the clothing store, and that is the lowest on the page. If that if that clothing store was working properly yesterday, I would be where I should be, where I believe my store should be. If you compare it to the growth and where it was before the server swap started. So the total for yesterday was $1,070. So at least we got a nice bump there from the day before. And the day before was the lowest day on the page. And day before yesterday was lowest day on the page. Yesterday was the second biggest day on the page. Again, that so many sellers out there have talked about. You have all of a sudden you get this lowest day ever, and then you get a highest day ever, or vice versa. And it seems like a common pattern. And that's why I think a lot of you guys theorize that it's a controlled situation. You're only allowed to make so much money, et cetera, because that's what it kind of looks like, right? So the run money for the week, $4,191. So that's where we are today. So yesterday got more cassettes up, so I had a nice flux of sales of cassettes. I found a couple of boxes of harder to find and quick moving type of cassettes. Let me see if anything worthy of big numbers. Had the Pete Rock Advanced Promo cassette sell for $100. Talked about that in yesterday's video. And I had some recent CDs that I pulled out of storage. So and some cassettes. Talk cassette for $30. Goat Lord cassette. I took an offer on that. I don't remember what I took it for. 40, maybe. Don't remember. And then like Rush, Fly By Night. There's the Pete Rock. Ozzy for 11. Def Leppard. So Duran Rio, Van Halen stuff. So a lot of hard rock, classic rock pulled out, and a lot of kind of no-name Robin May, Sin Killer for $20, I think it was. Took an offer. Might have been $15 on that. Beatles, Whitesnake, Alice Cooper, Billy Idol. So, found a box of some good stuff. Oh, there's Pee Wee out there. So back to listing today, of course. So yeah, 206 yesterday. So I was able to stay pretty focused yesterday. So that was good. Yeah. I think that's it. No other notes. Yeah, I think that's it. All is going good. All is going good. Especially the first 2 days, you know, like I said, I don't. It's probably more of a mindset because the pills don't really kick in. The prednisone is making, I think, definitely making my head feel better. I vacuumed yesterday. I did some house cleaning. Also, and then did a neti pot after that. I always do the neti pot after, just in case I'm breathing in dust and hair and stuff like that as I'm cleaning it. So I do the neti pot to keep my sinuses and my nose and cleaned out. Usually doesn't always work, but yesterday it worked. I slept all night. Well, I wouldn't call it sleeping all night. I was kind of up. I slept from maybe 11 to 1, and then I was up with Pee Wee, and then I finally went back to bed about 4 after I gave him his meds, and then woke up about 8 this morning. So I only get like 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night, and it's like a couple hours here, 3 hours there type of thing. It's brutal. It's brutal, but that's what he calls for. So with his meds and all the water he has to drink because of the meds, so gotta do what you gotta do to keep the puppy alive. Keep the puppy alive. Keep that puppy alive. Da, 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 da. Keep that puppy alive. All right. That is all for me. And yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. And don't forget to check out my other channels. I've been forgetting to push them lately. I have that 8-part series going on the Urban Picker channel. Today will be part 4 of 8. Yesterday was part 3. And then I haven't made no new videos for this because I was scheduled out pretty good. Like on this one, I'm scheduled out until the 28th. Today's the 16th. On the Pimp Master stuff, I might be falling behind on this one. Oh yeah, I am actually all out. I was scheduled up to the 15th. Today's the 16th, so I might have to shoot some picking videos today. So let me see where those channels are in the last 365. So 600 hours of watch time, need 4,000 on that channel. So working that. Still need 175-ish subscribers there. And then we've got Urban Picker, which I need 230 subscribers there. And the watch time over here is 937 hours, so almost 1,000. Close, no, not close, but headed toward 1,000 of the 4,000. But the bad thing is there's going to be a lot of stuff dropping off because I had a lot of activity, and then I had from all of 2025 has been nothing up until July 27th when I started posting on this. So over the next few months, I'm gonna have stuff dropping off that was higher than what I'm getting now. So that 936 is probably going to drop down a lot. So we got to figure out what I do here. Do I just condense both of these into the one channel until that channel's monetized, and then come back to here? So that might be a move, actually. Oh, I'll give it till probably the end of the year, since I can record videos ahead of time and see where it goes. Maybe one of them will take off. The fun of just trying to grow something with no extra work, just kind of recording what you do. So, all right. All right, thanks everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.